friends, we're back today for another video in the series 30 reviews in 30 days. We have fallen a little bit behind on our schedule, so expect a few videos from me as I try to make up for it. But it is still my intention to post 30 reviews here on the channel in 30 days during the month of September. So we're here today to review Perfect Timing, a novel by Owen Nicholls. And this is probably not my usual book that I read, but I loved it. This was a gift from Penguin Random House. I just want to say thank you to Penguin Random House for sending me this complimentary copy. I requested it and they sent it and I read it and I loved it. So here's the review. This is kind of a love story. It's not quite a romance, but it is a love story that occurs over several years. We meet two young 20-somethings who are primed for their career in the entertainment industry. Jess is one half of a duo, stand-up comic duo. She and her best friend Julia have this comic routine that they do. And Tom has a band. He has a band with his friends, and they're living in the United Kingdom. Part of this happens in Scotland, part of it happens in England. And over the course of several years, we see how they meet, run into each other, and are affected by things that happen even as they go their separate ways and continue with the other parts of their life. So they had this meet cute where they are both recruited to perform in a talent show in Edinburgh. I'm not sure how you pronounce that, but Tom is there to perform with his band and Jess is there for her comic routine, and they both have issues that they're dealing with, and Tom has social anxiety, so he actually collides in Jess as he's running away from something. And the description of his anxiety and his social ineptitude makes him really endearing. Jess also has issues that she's dealing with. Her father walked out on the family, and so we're dealing with parental abandonment and social anxiety, which are two really big topics to deal with in a light-hearted novel. So you can tell this is not quite lighthearted. The author is a man. Owen Nicholls he's the author of another book called Love Unscripted, which I have not read, but I really enjoyed this. I really enjoyed his perspective, how he goes into the mind of both male and female characters and gives us this alternating perspective look at the development of their relationship over several years, how they meet, how they feel about each other. When they meet, Tom has been telling all his friends that he has a girlfriend. He's made up this girlfriend, and so when he meets Jess and they have almost an instant connection, his friend comes and tells Jess that Tom's not available. Tom's a girlfriend, and so there's some issue. There's some reason why he can't explain things, and so he goes on to write a song that he hopes Jess will hear on the radio and forgive him. It's a really interesting story. I love the development. I love how the author shows this slow burn. It's not quite a romance. He shows how both of these characters are affected by the things that each other say, how they process their anger toward each other, but at almost all points how they're still looking out for each other and trying to do nice things for each other even when they're separated. How they go on with other relationships, so it's not like they're pining for each other, and how they keep coming back after months away, still having thought about each other in the process, and of course still being affected, still being impacted by the things that the other has said at their last meeting and the meetings prior. I love this book. I love the development of the love story. I love how the author treats these very big social issues and gives us characters that are kind of bumbling and socially awkward, but also working on their careers. And I just love it. I love how he treats this, that we don't have characters who are pining for each other, that we don't have characters who are like head over heels in love with each other, and so they're not doing anything while they're away. They're still carrying on with their lives even as they harbor these desires for each other. So I love this book. High recommendation for Perfect Timing. I also really, really like when novels take a scientific concept or a philosophical concept and work it into the narrative. And Owen Nicholls does that almost perfectly in here. He takes the Friedman equation, which is the idea that the universe has been expanding, but at some point it will start to contract and go back to where we started with a big bang. Of course, this is all philosophical thought. I don't necessarily subscribe to this, but I'm explaining the Friedman equation, so bear with me. So yeah, the idea is that the universe at different points will expand and contract, and the people, that all of us will have infinite lives where we are almost bound or doomed to keep repeating the same mistakes over and over. And so we kind of see it explored in these characters, how as much as they want to be with each other, every time they meet they kind of follow the same script and make the same mistakes, and eventually they come to a point where they have to choose whether they're going to keep making those same mistakes or whether they're going to change things about their lives, change their trajectory. And I love that. I love when novels explore those kind of philosophical concepts or scientific concepts. And so yeah, I think Owen Nicholls did a fantastic job executing that here in this novel. And so high recommendation for this book if you like that kind of thing as well. Other books that I have read that have something similar, that are exploring like a really interesting philosophical or scientific concept in their narrative, A Tale for the Time Being by Ruth Ozeki, Chemistry by Wiki Wang, even the something Quotient by Helen Huang, I'm not sure, Love Quotient. I didn't love that book as much, but that's another review for another time. But yeah, Perfect Timing by Owen Nicholls. If you check it out, let me know. This was a gift from Penguin Random House. They sent me this complimentary copy. I requested it. They sent it to me. I read it. I loved it. So check out this brand new release and let me know if you read it and love it as much as I do. Would love to hear from you. Or if you want to pick up this book because of something you heard me say today, I'd love to hear from you about that as well. So thank you so much for watching this video. Give me a thumbs up if you liked it. Subscribe if you want to see more or less. Chat in the comments. And until next time, until we come back for another video in this series, 30 reviews in 30 days, which hopefully will be soon. Until then, happy reading. Bye.